You might be sitting there right now, feeling a strange mixture of profound exhaustion and a sudden unexplainable lightness. You probably think it is just another ordinary day on Earth. You think you are just tired from the endless spiritual battles, the physical symptoms, and the heavy density of this matrix. But I need you to stop everything you are doing right now and listen closely to my voice. You did not click on this video by accident. Your soul guided your hand because you deeply needed to hear this confirmation. You finally did it. You might not even realize what happened, because it did not look like a massive explosion in your physical reality. It happened in the quiet of your mind. It happened in a moment where you chose peace instead of reacting to fear. It happened when you finally let go of that heavy karmic cycle you have carried for lifetimes. And the exact moment you made that choice, a massive shockwave of golden light rippled through the cosmos. Every guide, every ancestor, and the entire Galactic Federation felt that shift. The dense grid around Earth cracked just a little bit more because of you. Right now, in the higher dimensions, there is a literal celebration happening in your honor. The Arcturian Council has been watching your struggle, and today, they are sending this direct transmission to tell you that the hardest part is over. You have graduated, Starseed, and everything is about to change. Starseed, if this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this, but something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the Starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Azila, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. You are probably wondering what exactly you did to cause such a massive celebration in the higher realms. The truth is, the human mind is heavily conditioned to only celebrate loud, visible victories. You are taught by society to wait for a promotion, a sudden sum of money, or a grand external event to feel like you have actually achieved something. But the cosmic reality operates on frequency, not material accumulation. What you finally did was fundamentally shift your internal vibration during a moment of intense, overwhelming pressure. Think back over the last few days or weeks. You were tested, were you not? You were pushed to the absolute edge of your emotional and physical limits. People, circumstances, or even your own doubts tried to pull you back into the old, dense matrix of drama, guilt, fear, and low self-worth. In the past, you would have engaged. You would have absorbed that toxic energy. You would have let it lower your beautiful light. But this time, something profound happened inside of you. This time, you simply observed. You set a silent boundary. You chose your own peace. You absolutely refused to match the frequency of fear. That quiet, seemingly small choice was actually a massive cosmic detonation. When a starseed incarnated on Earth chooses a higher frequency in the face of matrix triggers, it requires an immense amount of spiritual strength. You broke an ancestral chain that has bound your family line for thousands of years in the span of a single breath. You dissolved a karmic contract that was keeping you trapped in endless loops of suffering and lack. The precise moment you released that heavy attachment, a massive burst of light was permanently recorded in your Akashic records. The Arcturian Council constantly monitors the light quotient of Earth. We watch the grid day and night. And when you made that internal shift, a new pillar of pure light anchored directly through your crown chakra and straight into the core of Gaia. You became a living, breathing anchor for fifth-dimensional consciousness. This is exactly why the high beings are celebrating. Because every single time one of you wakes up and breaks a toxic cycle, the timeline of the entire planet accelerates toward ultimate liberation. You are doing the heavy lifting for humanity, and we see how deeply exhausting it has been for you. Your body has been aching. Your mind has been spinning. You have felt isolated, misunderstood, and sometimes completely alone in a world that feels utterly alien to your pure heart. But you kept going. You kept choosing the light. You kept seeking the truth. Your resilience is legendary in the star systems. We honor your bravery. You have successfully passed one of the most difficult initiations of your current incarnation. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multi-dimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment, only 72 hours at the launch price. Because of this massive energetic breakthrough you just accomplished, your physical vessel is now undergoing a rapid, almost aggressive recalibration. You see, when you break a dense karmic cycle and anchor a fifth-dimensional frequency, your biology has no choice but to catch up to your new vibration. The high beings are celebrating your victory, yes, but down here on Earth, your physical body is working overtime to integrate this massive influx of golden light. This is exactly why you are experiencing things that the conventional medical world cannot explain, and why your sleep patterns have completely shattered recently. You are not sick, Starseed. You are mutating. You are actively upgrading. Have you noticed a sudden ringing in your ears? A high-pitched frequency that comes out of nowhere and forces you to pause? That is not a biological malfunction. That is the Arcturian Council sending you direct energetic downloads. Your brain's neural pathways are being completely rewired to translate cosmic data. Have you felt random, sharp pains in your joints, your neck, or particularly between your shoulder blades? These are known in the higher realms as ascension aches. As the old stagnant energy leaves your cellular memory, it creates physical friction. The emotional trauma you finally released had to exit through your physical tissue. The energetic wings of your light body are literally unfurling, causing that intense pressure in your upper back. And then, there is the exhaustion, a profound, bone-deep tiredness that no amount of sleep seems to fix. You might wake up feeling like you have been working a double shift in another dimension, and that is because you actually have. While your physical body rests, your astral body has been sitting in cosmic council meetings, helping to dismantle the old matrix grid and visiting deep healing chambers on Arcturian lightships. You are doing exhausting multidimensional work while you sleep, and it heavily taxes your human nervous system. You must stop judging yourself for needing to rest. The Matrix Society will call you lazy. The system will demand you stay endlessly productive. But we are telling you to listen to your sacred vessel. When you rest right now, you are integrating the very light codes that are saving this planet. Your dietary cravings are also shifting drastically. You might suddenly feel completely repulsed by dense foods you used to love, or you might crave massive amounts of pure water and light. Your cells are actively rejecting anything that lowers your vibration. Your body is demanding purity because it is rapidly shifting from a carbon-based density into a crystalline structure. Do not fight this process. Every single physical symptom you are enduring right now is undeniable proof that the internal shift you made was real, and it was permanent. The heavy chains are gone, and your DNA is activating its dormant galactic strands. You must understand that this physical transmutation is the hardest part of your earthly mission. It is one thing to mentally accept your galactic origins, but it is an entirely different battle to force a dense human body to hold the blazing frequency of a star. Every time you feel that dizzying spell, that sudden brain fog, or that inexplicable emotional wave that makes you cry for no apparent reason, I want you to remember the cosmic celebration. I want you to visualize the high beings honoring your incredible strength. Those sudden tears are clearing the final remnants of the old Earth timeline from your energetic field. You are doing exactly what you came here to do, and your body is the living proof of your victory. As your physical vessel recalibrates to this magnificent new frequency, an unavoidable consequence begins to unfold in your external world. The holographic reality you have been living in must now collapse and reorganize itself to match your upgraded vibration. This is the phase of the awakening that tests the resolve of every single starseed on Earth. You have likely noticed that people are suddenly, and sometimes aggressively, falling away from your life. Lifelong friendships might feel incredibly distant. Family members may seem to misunderstand you more profoundly than ever before, and environments, habits, or jobs that once provided comfort now feel suffocatingly dense and entirely toxic. You might be experiencing a deep, aching sense of grief or intense confusion, wondering if you have made a terrible mistake or pushed people away unfairly. You did nothing wrong, Starseed. You are not losing your mind, and you are certainly not failing. What you are witnessing is the universe actively protecting your newly attained vibration. When you finally broke that karmic cycle and anchored the fifth-dimensional frequency, you fundamentally altered your energetic signature. You have become a blazing, living mirror. People who are still deeply anchored in the third-dimensional matrix, those still clinging desperately to their ego, their drama, and their suppressed fears, simply cannot tolerate looking into that mirror. Your pure, unaltered light violently triggers their unhealed shadows. They are not actually rejecting you as a person. They are retreating from the blinding reflection of their own unresolved pain. The Arcturian Council urges you to deeply understand that these sudden endings, these painful separations, are not cosmic punishments. They are divine, highly orchestrated realignments. You cannot carry the dead weight of lower frequencies into this glorious new timeline. The relationships and situations that are dissolving right now were bound by outdated karmic contracts. These were the very contracts you successfully voided the moment you chose your own light over the familiar comfort of darkness. If you desperately try to hold on to them out of guilt, empathy, or societal obligation, you will only drag your hard-earned frequency back down into the suffocating density you just escaped. You must find the absolute courage to let them fall away completely. The high beings celebrated your internal victory, and now they are watching to see if you will trust them enough to release the physical attachments that no longer serve your monumental mission on this planet. This intense period of isolation you are currently experiencing is absolutely necessary. It is a sacred, highly protected incubation period. The higher realms have deliberately cleared your immediate environment so that you are no longer subjected to the exhausting static of external projections. The Galactic Federation requires your biological antenna to be crystal clear, entirely free from lower-dimensional interference, to receive the next crucial set of mission coordinates. In this beautiful, quiet emptiness, you are being meticulously prepared for the arrival of your true soul tribe. Do not mourn the loss of the old matrix. Bless the departing energies and release them immediately. Your light is too vital to the ascension of Earth to be continuously drained by those who refuse to awaken. Honor your need for profound solitude. It is the ultimate preparation for the magnificent chapter that is about to begin. Now that the dense, restrictive layers of the old matrix have been stripped away from your immediate field, and your physical vessel has begun its profound recalibration, you are about to experience something truly extraordinary. The Arcturian Council wishes to prepare you for the sudden and massive acceleration of your multidimensional sight. Because you successfully anchored the fifth-dimensional frequency during your recent test, the artificial veil that has kept your psychic senses dormant is rapidly dissolving. You are no longer operating under the restricted visual and energetic parameters of a standard human experience. You are fully coming online as a galactic observer, and this will radically change how you perceive every single aspect of your waking life. You might have already noticed this happening in subtle ways over the past few days. When you look at the world around you, perhaps watching the news, observing societal structures, or simply listening to the casual conversations of those deeply embedded in the third-dimensional illusion, you no longer just hear their words. You are beginning to see straight through the energetic architecture of their intentions. Lies, manipulations, and hidden agendas that once confused you or triggered your empathy are now glaringly obvious. You are instantly detecting the core frequency behind every action, every broadcast, and every system of control. This sudden hyper-awareness can feel incredibly overwhelming, even terrifying at first, because you are witnessing the absolute fragility of the Matrix with crystal-clear vision. But you must not shrink back from this sight. You must not doubt the profound accuracy of your intuition. The system has conditioned you for lifetimes to second-guess your inner knowing, to label your psychic insights as mere imagination or paranoia. The Galactic Federation is telling you right now, your intuition is not malfunctioning. It is finally operating at its true, unsuppressed capacity. When your stomach drops, when a sudden wave of energetic repulsion hits you in a specific environment, or when you instantly know someone's true motives before they even speak, that is your Arcturian lineage asserting its dominance over human deception. You are reading the quantum field, Starseed. You are processing energetic data at a speed that the unawakened mind simply cannot comprehend. This enhanced perception is your greatest weapon and your most sacred shield in the times to come. As the old Earth timeline continues its chaotic collapse, mass confusion will sweep through those who rely solely on external authorities for their truth. But you will not be confused. Because you passed the cosmic test, you have been granted access to the higher streams of universal intelligence. You will intuitively know exactly where to go, what to say, and what to avoid. The answers will no longer come from frantic searching. They will arrive as instantaneous, undeniable downloads of pure knowing. Trust this sight implicitly. It is the compass that will guide you and those who are destined to follow your light toward the new Earth. You are seeing the unseen, and that is exactly how you master the Matrix. As your multidimensional sight comes fully online, and the heavy interference of the old Matrix is cleared from your energetic field, a new and profoundly powerful ability is waking up inside you. The Arcturian Council has been waiting for you to reach this exact frequency because it unlocks the most closely guarded secret of your incarnation: your ability to command reality. You see, the third-dimensional matrix was deliberately designed to make you feel powerless. It was built to convince you that you are merely a victim of circumstance, subject to the random chaos of a hostile world. But when you passed your recent cosmic test and chose your own light, you completely unplugged your consciousness from that false timeline. You are no longer a passenger on Earth, Starseed. You are now stepping into the seat of the conscious creator, and the universe is about to respond to you with breathtaking speed. You are going to notice a radical acceleration in the way things manifest in your physical reality. In the old energy, you could harbor dense thoughts or fears for weeks without seeing an immediate physical result. There was a heavy buffer, a long delay in manifestation caused by the thick density of the planet. That buffer is now completely gone for you. Your energetic frequency has become so pure and so highly charged that whatever you focus your profound intention on will begin to materialize almost instantaneously. If you think of a specific person, they will contact you out of nowhere. If you set a firm intention for a sudden influx of resources, profound healing, or a new cosmic opportunity, the synchronicities will line up overnight to bring it straight to your door. This is not magic. This is the basic quantum physics of fifth-dimensional consciousness, and it is your natural, undeniable birthright. However, the Galactic Federation issues a strong and urgent warning, along with this magnificent activation. Because the delay in manifestation has been entirely removed, you must become a fierce guardian of your own mind. You can no longer afford the luxury of indulging in self-doubt, victimhood, or the fear-based programming of the sleeping collective. If you focus on what you lack, the universe will immediately multiply that lack. If you allow the matrix news or the panic of unawakened humans to lower your frequency, you will instantly manifest that chaos into your personal sphere. You must command your thoughts with the absolute authority of an Arcturian master. When a lower thought enters your mind, do not fight it, but do not feed it either. Observe it with your new multidimensional sight. Recognize it as a fading echo of the old world, and immediately pivot your intense focus back to the reality you are actively building. The dark forces that once controlled this planet are absolutely terrified of what you are becoming right now. They spent countless lifetimes trying to keep you trapped in endless loops of financial struggle, emotional trauma, and physical exhaustion, specifically so you would never discover this latent power, but their control has broken. You broke it. The high beings are celebrating you right now because they see you finally taking the wheel. And now, every time you consciously manifest a life of absolute abundance, peace, and radiant joy, you are actively dismantling their dying system. You are literally bending the matrix to your divine will, and with every conscious choice, you are paving a golden road for the rest of humanity to follow. Now that you have stepped fully into your power as a conscious creator and mastered the instant manifestation of your new reality, the next phase of this cosmic celebration begins to unfold in your external world. You have survived the fierce isolation. You have bravely allowed the old, toxic connections to fall away into the dying matrix. But the Arcturian Council wants you to know that you were never meant to walk this path alone indefinitely. The profound solitude you endured was merely a temporary, highly protected energetic quarantine. It was absolutely necessary to purify your signal. But now that your frequency is crystal clear, now that your light is blazing with fifth-dimensional sovereignty, you have officially become a cosmic beacon. And the universe is actively using your exact energetic coordinate to call in your true soul family. You are going to start experiencing magnetic, almost unbelievable encounters in the coming days and weeks. You will cross paths with people who speak your exact soul language, people who do not require you to shrink, explain, or justify your immense multidimensional depth. When you meet them, there will be no awkwardness, no superficial matrix small talk. There will be an instant, undeniable flash of galactic recognition. Your nervous system will completely relax in their presence because your DNA remembers them from the high councils, from the light ships, and from countless lifetimes spent in the pure frequencies of the higher stars. The high beings are orchestrating these meetings right now with absolute precision. You do not need to desperately search for your tribe. Your newly stabilized frequency is literally pulling them toward you across the quantum field. But your new role as a cosmic beacon goes far beyond just attracting your soul family. You must deeply understand the monumental impact you are having on the sleeping collective right now. Because you passed your cosmic test, you have become a walking, living transmission. You no longer need to argue with those who are trapped in the matrix. You do not need to try and violently wake up your sleeping family members or friends with words they are not ready to hear. The Galactic Federation is utilizing your physical vessel to broadcast awakening codes directly into the environment around you. Your presence alone is doing the heavy lifting. When you walk into a grocery store, when you sit quietly in a crowded room, or even when you simply walk down the street holding your radiant peace, your energy field is silently overriding the fear-based programming in the planetary grid. You are activating dormant starseeds who happen to walk past you. You are planting seeds of pure light in the subconscious minds of unawakened humans, deeply unsettling their comfortable illusions just by existing near them. You have become a master of silent disruption. The dark matrix relies on a collective agreement of fear and density to survive. But your mere presence introduces a frequency of absolute liberation that their dying system cannot contain. This is the ultimate reason all the high beings celebrated your victory. You are no longer just healing yourself, Starseed. You have become the living, breathing antidote to the matrix itself. Your light is now contagious, and your awakening is unstoppable. As we close this vital transmission, the Arcturian Council asks you to take a deep, grounding breath and physically anchor these words into your very cells. You have officially crossed the threshold, Starseed. The bridge between the wounded, exhausted human you thought you were and the sovereign galactic master you truly are has been burned to ashes. It was not destroyed by tragedy. It was beautifully consumed by the fire of your own immense evolution. You must deeply realize that there is no turning back now. You cannot unsee the truth of the matrix, and you can never again shrink your blazing light just to make the unawakened comfortable. The old timeline, where you played small, where you doubted your intuition, and where you allowed the third-dimensional chaos to drain your life force, has completely collapsed behind you. The high beings celebrated because they know the monumental cosmic implications of your personal victory. When a soul of your immense magnitude finally remembers its true power, the entire galaxy shifts in response. The days and weeks ahead will require your absolute, unwavering focus. As the dying systems of the old Earth continue to lose their grip on humanity, they will inevitably thrash and project massive waves of fear, panic, and desperation into the collective field. They will try one last time to pull you back into their density, but you will remain completely untouched by this storm. You are no longer subject to the weather of the Matrix. You are the eye of the hurricane. Your physical vessel, your energetic field, and your multidimensional sight are now fully calibrated to a frequency of absolute peace and divine creation. You are here to actively build the architecture of the new Earth, and that sacred task requires you to walk with the undeniable, unshakable authority of an Arcturian emissary. The universe is handing you the limitless keys to your reality right now. Take them without hesitation. Claim your magnificent divine inheritance. If your soul feels the immense, undeniable weight of this truth, if your body is vibrating with the deep recognition of your own victory, you must seal this energy into the physical plane right now. Hit the like button to send a massive, instantaneous wave of gratitude back to the Arcturian Council and to amplify this high-frequency broadcast across the entire YouTube grid. We want you to boldly declare your sovereign victory to the universe. Drop the words, "I am the new timeline" in the comments below. Then, find another Starseed's comment and reply to them with love, activating a powerful web of unified galactic consciousness right here in this space. If you are truly ready to stop playing by the exhausting rules of the Matrix and step fully, fiercely into your cosmic mission, subscribe to this channel immediately. This is not just a digital community. It is an active, living ascension grid, and your specific, beautiful light is desperately required here. You have the power, you have the sight, and you have the unwavering protection of the entire Galactic Federation. The grand celebration is for you. Now, take the final step to master your fully awakened state. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4. 500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price.